This week's vlog is going to be on the March for Life. This past week I had the opportunity to go to DC and make the very, very long bus ride out there.
I just wanna be a sheep, ba 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 ba. I just wanna be a sheep, ba 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 ba. Pray the Lord my soul to keep. I just wanna be a sheep, ba 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 ba.
So I'm just going to tell you some stuff about what I did out there and kind of why I went. So yeah, like I said, we started out the pilgrimage with the 24-hour bus ride, which there was time for prayer and reflection, which was nice, but it didn't make the 24 hours go any faster.
I just wanna be a sheep, ba 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 ba.
Yeah, once we got there, we kind of settled into our hotel. There was a conference room that we made into a chapel so that we could have adoration and praise and worship and things like that. And we were able to do that because we had two priests with us, Father Gerard from Hayward and Father John from New Richmond, I believe. So that was really nice, and two very awesome guys, so that was good. Yeah, then we got to go to bed, which was really nice to sleep in an actual bed instead of sitting in a bus seat. So that was awesome. And the next day we went to the National Basilica to celebrate Mass, which was really cool. There was tons of priests and just a beautiful building. Like, if you get distracted sometimes in Mass and you find yourself looking around. Like, there's literally no way to get distracted here because everywhere you look, it reminds you of what you're supposed to be focusing on, if that makes any sense. So there's artwork all over the place. Very, very cool building. It was really beautiful to celebrate Mass there. We got to visit the St. JP2 shrine, which was just kind of down the road, and that was awesome too. It was sort of like a museum. We kind of just went through the life of St. JP2 and all the things that he did. Very cool guy. And then we ate some nugs in the basement of the basilica, which was awesome. They make good nugs there, so if you ever get a chance, would highly recommend. Let's see. After that, we went to the Holocaust Museum, which is a really, really moving place. I wasn't able to film in here or anything. The most powerful thing I saw there was they have a wall of just two-story wall of just covered in pictures of people who died in the Holocaust, and that just to know that that doesn't even scratch the surface of how many people actually lost their lives during the Holocaust. So there was the wall, and then there's the room full of shoes the soldiers found when they went to liberate these camps and stuff. Just thousands of shoes from people who lost their lives. So those were a couple really moving experiences. So after that, going to the Holocaust Museum, I was able to kind of draw connections between abortion and the Holocaust, which is kind of crazy because anybody you would ask would be like, yeah, the Holocaust was a terrible, terrible thing. But not everybody would say that about abortions. And in both situations, you have the murder of burdensome people. So I just thought it was interesting to see the connection between the two. The next day was the actual march, and there was a ton of people, a lot more people than I thought. We went to the Lincoln Memorial, and I was talking to Jessie, and I said, wow, like, look how many people are here. This is just insane. And she was like, oh, just wait, this is nothing. But there was thousands and thousands of people there, which was really beautiful to see, to all be there for the same cause, to speak out for those who don't have a voice. So that was really cool to see that. So I guess I'll kind of tell you a little bit of why I chose to go on the march this year. Jessie, my girlfriend Jessie, has been going for the past this will be her third year, and every year I keep thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know. But this year I just kind of signed up on a whim. But I really wanted to. I went with something in mind. I think the reason I went is because a lot of the time abortion is seen as just a woman's issue, but there's a lot more to it than that. I think that men and fathers need to take more responsibility for their family, because they're supposed to be ultimately the protectors of their family, and that's not happening. Personally, I think the best way for a man to protect his family is to abstain from sex until A, he's married, and B, he's in the situation where he's ready to make the sacrifice to put his family first. So those two things, I think, if men really start focusing on those, that we could have beautiful marriages, beautiful families, and a lot less abortions going on. So that's kind of why I went on the march this year, just because I believe that it's not just a woman's issue, and that young men need to start being men and taking responsibility. After the march, we went to visit Sean Duffy, and I saw him, but he kind of like, there's so many people there that a couple of us, like 4 of us, just sat kind of in a corner, which just sounds really weird, but I'll roll some footage of that.
So I'm not sure if I'll be able to record, but we're going to see Representative Duffy, so. Duffy is in that room, but he left his stuff out here.
I dare you to wear his coat.
What if I do? I'll touch it. I'm gonna touch it. That's plush. Tell him what you just did.
Kevin and I played What Are the Odds that he would eat his dinner off of a nasty spoon we found in a U.S. government building. And he said 23, and we both said the number 22, and I knew it was going to be 22. Because I can see into his mind and heart.
What? I'm gonna leave Sean Duffy a taco coupon for Taco John's.
Yeah.
So the next morning we piled back on the buses and we left really early. I think we left at like 6 o'clock. Just to avoid, there was supposed to be a ton of snowstorms coming through, and so we wanted to get on the roads before they closed. So we left super early and nothing really eventful. We ate at a really good seafood place in Kentucky. And then I fell asleep in Kentucky. Then it was raining in like 50 degrees. No, it couldn't have been 50. It must have been like 40. Anyway, it was raining, and then I woke up and we were at a truck stop, and it was just snowing, and there was drifts and stuff. So yeah, it took us a long time to get back because we made like a roundabout thing. But then we got to end the trip with Mass, which was really nice. That's how we started it out too. It ended up being, I didn't really know why I was going. I had a purpose in mind, but I didn't really know. And so it was just really beautiful to see the fruits of that right away, and see how many people were fighting for the same cause.
I don't wanna be a hypocrite.
Oh, what?
I don't wanna be a hypocrite.
Oh, what?
They're not hip with it.
Oh!
I just wanna be a sheep.
Ba 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 ba. I just wanna be a sheep. Ba 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 ba. Praise the Lord, my soul to keep. I just wanna be a sheep. Ba 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 ba.
This guy is going to prince out everyone just to show how much he cares in the middle and had some fun. In the name of the way that's
Pizza with this crusty, dusty spoon. Really? You take back your...
Well, I don't take it back. I'm
postponing it?
no. What's the word I'm looking for?
Merciful.
I'm merciful.
I appreciate you.